Hello, hello. How are you today? Welcome. Let's tune in to today's frequencies. Let's see what comes up for us today. Gentle vibes. Gentle vibes. Yes! Okay, I hope you're doing well and good and fantastic. And for giving yourself and all of the layers and the levels so that you can lift in the wind. Lift in the wind. Great lightness. Oh yeah, and my roses. I don't know if you heard, but I have this rose that is prolific. Lots of these little things. They don't bloom, but they were a soft white pink. And I planted a smelly rugosa beside it, wild rose. And over the years, color sort of rippled across this bush, slowly turning its color. This is from the same bush. This is all one bush. So it was kind of cool. And during the process, sometimes I would find one that had both colors in it. So this underground communication and influence, environmental influence. You are who you hang out with. Something about that. It's like guilty by association, but without the guilt, right? How about influence by association and how it affects our color, our energy? What? Oh, the universe. Oh, the universe. Well, if you've been here for the last few days in a row, balance, okay. It's all been about the balance. Yesterday, the card balance came out. I think I declared in the reading that it's all about balance, and then it just kept coming out. Well, still balancing, right? This is that beautiful divine union within to maintain your balanced state, right? It's the push and pull, it's the ebb and flow, it's the light and the shadow, it's the masculine and the feminine, the beer and the doer. Did I say that already? I say it a lot, but it is. It's exactly that. This is the life that moves, right? Without that imbalancing and balancing, how did I never notice that before? I just noticed these two faces. I've never noticed those two faces before. Seeing and feeling, right? There's the balance. The sun and the moon, the light and the dark. It's all in there. It's all in there. Beautiful. Yes. I don't know. What was I saying? Was I saying something? Okay. Balance. What do the Arcturians want to say about the balance? Yes, it's a necessary stabilizing feature. Oh, yeah. Life, movement, expansion, evolution requires the imbalancing and the balancing. This is the dance, right? This is the movement, the stepping. With balancing with imbalance, balancing with imbalance. Okay, okay, Australians, what do you have for us? Okay. Okay. What's this one? Sorry. Technical difficulty. Hey, you. There we go. Keep slipping into the future. Okay, is this confirmation? I think we need a confirmation on that. Okay, we do have freedom though, and confirmation. Okay, confirmation has been confirmed, and freedom. Wow, balance, freedom, confirmation. I hope you're sitting. I hope you're sitting. Because wow. Confirmation tells us that our consciousness is developing rapidly. Everything we think is actually confirmed. If we think or live based on fear, this fear will indeed be confirmed. Develop your power of thought and create what you really want. Then your wishes will be confirmed. Oh, right. I'm like, why is it so confirming? Because it's the confirmation one. And freedom helps us reach our own freedom. We often search for freedom outside of ourselves, which causes us to feel locked up. Freedom has nothing to do with the circumstances surrounding us. It is a quality that we can only find within ourselves through balance. Through balance, I just added that, but feels right, right? And then it said, dance with everything that knocks on your door. And this is that playful dance that we were talking about with the balancing. Right? You can stumble or you can dance. You get to decide. You can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind. Because if they don't dance, well then they're no friend of mine. Ooh, Thura says. Okay, Thura says the rose. Speaking of the roses and their thorns, every rose has its thorn. Every night has its dawn. Every cowboy sings a sad, sad song. Every rose has its thorn. Okay. Protection, passion, defense, conflict, and male potency. The wolf protects his pack and does not back down from a challenge. Unlike the bull, who stands his ground unless significantly provoked, the wolf takes the fight to his adversary. He is driven by a passionate internal fire that can warm but also burn. If you don't heed the wolf's growl, he will eventually bite. Thurisaz has an element of chaos, destructive natural forces, aggression, and conflict. These are united for the purpose of defense and protection. It can also symbolize potent male sexuality, instinctual will, vital eroticism, and a regenerative catalyst. It represents a tendency towards change through catharsis, purging, and cleansing fire. Thurisaz is the sharp and painful stab of the thorn that jolts us awake and into awareness. Okay. Passion. Well, and the thorn and the rose, right? And the fire. I'm getting this like blooming of your heart space as the rose, your thorns as your boundaries, your protective layer, and the fire to cleanse, to clear, to purify. Okay. So we're getting right into it, and we're talking about your destiny, your truth, your courage, your honor, your instinctual will. 1212 when I said that. So that might be the thing. That might be the thing. Okay. Freedom, balance, and confirmation. And protection, instinctual will. Male potency. This is like precision action, also. Male potency, right? Actually, the sword, the ace of sword, is kind of like male potency. Maybe that's the ace of wands, the passion stick. Okay. We get a clump here, and the Knight of Pentacles is top of the clump, okay? Or bottom, whichever way you're looking. Patience, preparedness, ready for action. This is how you navigate instinctual will through preparedness, and adaptability is your ability to flow and adapt and move. Okay, we've got your balance between your light and your shadow, your sun and your moon, your action taking and your being. This leading to a love that never dies, right? Yesterday's reading. This leads to love within. This is your heat source, your internal flame. This is what happens when you balance and unite your masculine and feminine within. They are like this inside, right? And it's hot, it's steamy, it's sexy, okay? And there is the balance and harmony between your thoughts and your words. Beautiful. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Okay. What is this? We've got the 10 of Wands, Okay, the 10 of thinking, overthinking, the end, passion ones, passionate thoughts, overthinking whether the ships are going to come in or not. Okay, and they are. There's no more room for doubt here. This is what we're cleansing and purging, right? We're too far gone. We see the land, right? So all those like, you're not going to reach land and there is no land or the land doesn't exist, right? You're like, I can see it. So, right? Yes, because you're all in. Let's ground those thoughts. You're all in on this new way of being, okay? This is a gorgeous combination because this is your rebirth, right? The phoenix from the flames, your second coming, your rising, your stepping into your power, right? And look, it's a zero, it's a fresh start, it's a opportunity to carpe the diem, you know, and fly. Trust in your wings, your ability, your capacity, and trust in the universe and spirit to guide and serve and protect. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And this is the thing with faith and trust, right? You leave the overthinking. You let it go. You surrender because you recognize that overthinking is a waste of your energy, really. Right? It's like when you're setting up for any sort of situation, you can prepare, right? You can have all the things ready to go, but you get to a point where you just have to let it be what it's going to be when it happens, right? Trust in yourself. It's like when I do markets or festivals, I have a 10 by 10 commercial tent that I put up, and I have, the things that I set up inside and the fabrics and all this kind of stuff that I create this environment in. Now it's a 10 by 10, right? So there's only so many things that I can do with my tables and my chairs and oh, hello. Oh, hi, friend. Oh, hi, friend. How are you? Coming to say hello? Checking out my garden? It's pretty nice in there. Hey, it's pretty nice in there. See, like, when the universe sends a message, you just take it. Are you thought or are you memory? Whoa. Okay. 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 Messages from spirit. You got to have faith, faith. This is why it's so important to balance and to clear and to make a connection so that when the messages come in, you are able to receive them, right? It's like having that quiet space so that you can hear the subtle whispers of your soul, right? Yes. Okay, anybody else want to come out today? Or did we get it? Celebrate holiday collaboration. It's a collaboration, okay? And protection. It's a divinely protected collaboration, a coming together, a joining, a movement. This is support. Swallowtail butterfly. They're gorgeous. Like this one. But I am ode to hummingbird today because yesterday I had a hummingbird come and totally look at me in the window and like sit down, and a female. And so I was like, I have a feeder. So I found a spot for it, which was awesome because I found this perfect feeder, but it's on like it's top heavy. So it needs to sit in something. Anyways, yesterday it all kind of came together, and I found this perfect little wire thing that I had, and I'm like, oh, if I put that on the side and blah, blah. Anyways, it works perfect. And I got it out there. Oh, I can show you. There it is. So yeah, and then I put that little stick there so that they can sit. But yeah, that's the little hummingbird feeder. So I just have to wait for them to find it. Oh yeah, and then I also worked out my basket situation by reusing this thing in a different way. This looking at things from a different perspective, right? And there's my mini rose bush. That's not so mini itself, but the flowers are. Okay. Distractions. Okay, distractions, but they are gorgeous, so it's okay as long as it makes you feel good, right? Yeah. Yeah, right. Okay. Let's get an animal oracle, sees how they are coming in hot today. Was that a raven? Or was that a crow? It seemed like a big crow or a little raven. I don't know, he was quite big. Someone out there is able to discern. Whoop. My tummy is awake now. Okay. Any animals want to come out in this reading? Here's somebody. Anybody else? Who this? Oh, the octopus. Oops. Slippery. Slippery puss. Okay, octopus. Reaching, yearning, lacking boundaries and direction. Okay. The octopus signifies a wonderfully perceptive mind, paired with a lack of healthy boundaries. Okay. This need for protection. Here it is. Unfortunately, this results in well-intended but messy relationships. The octopus entwines itself into other people's business and shares their own without restraint. They believe that's what it means to be close. If you notice after spending time with someone that you feel drained or uneasy, the essence of octopus is at play. Begin to establish healthy boundaries. Be patient and firm. It may be a very old habit to change. Yes. Well, I'm also getting energetic boundaries, which I guess are the levels of boundary. I'm getting like when you build a fence around your garden, you actually need to bury that fence quite a ways underground to really fortify, because there are burrowing creatures that will go under the fence to get into your garden, right? And so by extending your barrier down, you dissuade. Dissuade? Is that a word? You block. You block. Okay. When in balance, interested, engaged, and intelligent. When out of balance, needy, clingy, and lacks courage. And to bring into balance space to oneself and talk therapy. I'm also the 99 is standing out because it looks like upside down sixes. And I know nines typically look like upside down sixes, but these really make me think of sixes when I look at them. See? So there's that balance, there's that reflection as well. So this could be people in your field as well who are reaching, yearning, and lacking boundaries themselves, right? And as a reflection of ourselves, a tendency, creating strong boundaries also supports those still learning how to create boundaries for themselves. Like I had a friend one time, I started talking about something and they were like, I don't want to talk about that. And I was like, oh, okay. And for a second I was like, well, what the heck, right? But then I'm like, well, I don't really want to talk about something to somebody who doesn't want to talk about it. Like, I'm just going to hold them down. Then it's just, we're not having a conversation. We're not engaging. I'm just wanting somebody to sit there quietly while I speak at them, right? And that's not the kind of conversing or conversation that I'm interested in. But still, I came up against this version of self. I was reflected because I've often sat in situations listening to things that I don't want to hear or talk about, but because I am or was a people pleaser and it was all about whatever the other person wanted, then I would just, usually tune out or drift away or get distracted or whatever. But instead of doing that, I started being like, let's talk about something else, or, I don't want to talk about that right now, or something. And, and then witnessing them come up against their thing and be like, what? Wait a second. Right. But what we do is we create an example, that friend who did it to me first, and inspired this reaction within myself to make me look and think and consider. It brought me and emboldened me to also be okay with creating those kinds of boundaries, right? Yes, this is how we change the world slowly but surely. Okay, let's get a gentle chaos card here, because that was a satisfying shuffle. Probably really loud for you, sorry. Sorry. I often listen to the reading with headphones, so I know that it can get a little loud at times. Okay. Okay. The teeth. Ugh, that is grossing me out. There is something weighing heavy on your heart and tongue that you are leaving unsaid. The teeth reminds us to not be afraid to speak our truth. There is power in freedom in sharing what's on your mind. Okay, we've got the freedom, we've got the truth as the central. This is another aspect of your boundary making, right? The truth is, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to spend this moment in time that I have with you discussing something that to me is irrelevant, right? And this isn't like well, it can be. Somebody is like, I really want to talk about my feelings. And you're like, I don't want to talk about that right now. That's also valid. That's also your truth, right? You are saying or indicating that you do not have the capacity to hold someone else's pain or burden or whatever right now, right? This is why it's always good practice to check in with somebody, right? I've got this heavy thing weighing on me. Do you mind? Are you able? Can we chat, right? And then they can check in with themselves and be like, yes, I feel good. I'm doing good. I feel solid. I'm stable. I'm sturdy. Let's get this out of you, right? Let's create a safe environment for you to feel the feels. Or I'm too all over the place. I won't be present for you. I can't be, I don't have the extra right now, whatever. This is all fair. This is all valid. Normalize speaking your truth and then staying to resolve any consequences that come from that to a point, right? To a point. I mean, someone's ability to receive your truth is their own thing, right? Okay, something about that. Okay, so I feel like this is all tying in with this truth speaking, boundary setting, protection energy that's here in your freedom, being confirmed. So if you're holding on to something, if you are holding on to a truth, that you need to get off your chest, then do it. Do it. Release yourself. We're in this state of release, right? This is that surrender. And the forgiveness. Recognize where you still need to fortify. Forgive the versions of self that aren't quite there yet, or still learning, or still building the fence, or whatever. Okay. Okay. Should we get one of these cards? Okay. Oh, ho, ho, ho. It's almost breakfast time. It's almost breakfast time. Okay. Let's see what one of these come out for us. What two of these come out for us? Okay, we've got enlightenment. A single moment truly lived is the same as living 1,000 lifetimes. The wisdom of the universe teaches me that each moment is genuinely experienced when I waken to the power of infinite love and gratitude, the key to mastering the game of life. Confirmation. Okay. This also tending to your inner child. Beautiful. And passion. There's the passion sticks. Passion sustainably fuels the engine of my will to live true to my highest self. I am passionately flowing through life as life is passionately flowing through me. Gorgeous. Confirmation from my belly. Okay. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Is that it? Is that everybody? Yeah. Okay. I'll get a kitty card. No. Get a love message. Or that many. You are worthy in whatever way necessary. In whatever phase, stage, place that you are at, you are worthy of being held, heard, valued, acknowledged, accepted, listened to, all of those things. You are worthy to defend, to keep safe, to nurture, to empower, to be free. Wow. Wow. Speak your truth, okay? Somebody needs to speak the truth. Maybe it's a neighbor, right? You've been putting up with the sounds of something for too long and you don't want to start things and but it's affecting your life, your everyday living. So speak your truth. Find a way to do it through love, through gratitude. Find a way to resolution, right? Clean your space, okay? Keep that energy moving and flowing. This is the purge. This is the release. This is the attachment energy suck that you clean up and redistribute. Yes, okay, something like that. Treat yourself. Yes, gorgeously. Treat yourself as you would someone you love. What does that look like? What does that feel like? Right? Beautiful. Burn it to release. Okay. There says purging, releasing. Maybe it's old, whatever it is. Get rid of it if it's no longer serving you, right? Get it out of here. Outer chowder. Okay, my battery is totally dying. So, let's arms in here. Okay, I got a charm over here. Yes, you are protecting your transformation, and your transformation is part of your protection. Okay, because as you enlighten, as you fill yourself with light, you are less penetrable by the dark, right? At the very least, you can see when dark starts to creep in, and you're like, I see you. And they're like, woohoo, nothing to see here. Bye. Okay, and then look at this. Words of an angel here. Okay, speaking words of wisdom has angelic power. Okay, you allow the angelic realms to speak through you as you are speaking your truth, okay? With love. Your balance is bringing in wishes, transformation, magic, and freedom. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Yes. It's all worth it. Yes, for love. Okay, so that's that reading for you. Love and appreciate you. I hope there were some gorgeous little niblets for you to nibble on and feel empowered, feel ready to carpe the diem. Oh, diem long. Oh, diem long. Okay. Okay. Love and appreciate you. Ground in your overthinking. Trust it. Be in love. Preparedness. Balance. Speaking your truth. Purging. And gorgeous. See you next time. Bye for now.